Today, I'm going to taste a pepper with a neon glow. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Boss. I am a Colorado certified gardener and a lover of all things spicy. Today on Taste the Pain, I am looking at the Benny Highlands Neon Variegated Pepper. So this is one that I got seeds from my buddy Pepper Ranger on his website. Another friend of ours from the pepper community, Godspeed, found this growing in his garden when he was growing Benny Highlands, which is a Capsicum Chinense pepper, if I do remember correctly. Gets pretty hot, but his plant was different. It had this neon green color, variegated with normal dark green pepper leaves, and everybody kind of fell in love. These are pretty cool looking peppers. They're maybe 1.5 inches long on average. Most of them stayed pretty yellow. Some of them started to turn orange when they got really, really ripe, but I found that by the next day they were soft, so I picked this group. I got 5 or 6 of them here that are all ready to go. I believe the original Benny Highlands can actually get pretty hot, like maybe 100,000 Scoville or something. I've heard that these are not quite as hot, but as always, the only way to really find out is to take a taste. Before we do that, let's take a quick look at the plant. You'll see that mine stayed really short and squat. It never got more than about 1 foot tall. Loaded up with the neon green leaves, but didn't really have any of that variegation. So mine was really just a neon Benny Highlands, more than a neon variegated, but still a very cool pepper plant. Very unique. Compared to everything else, it almost looked like it was sick, like it needed nitrogen, but it was fine. It grew great. It put on a lot of these little pods. They mostly grew in the undercarriage, really low on the plant, and in clusters of maybe 6 to 10 at a time. And then another flush would come on of 6 to 10 on a different part of the undercarriage. It was pretty neat. Way too big of a knife for the job. One-handed chop. Okay, looking pretty decent in here. Not too seedy. Decent little placenta down the middle. It smells great. It smells very fresh. A little bit citrusy. It actually smells not too dissimilar from an orange habanero. I don't know. Benny Highlands Neon Variegated. All right. That was juicy. Shot a little fiery juice right down my throat on that first bite. Wasn't expecting that. It was good. Instant heat. A sharper burn than I would have expected, but not overpowering by any means. It's hot, don't get me wrong. Like, if you think jalapeno's hot, that's probably gonna light you up. I don't recommend putting it right down your throat. Other than that, though, the burn on my tongue is pretty decent. Very manageable. Great flavor. It is very refreshing. A little bit fruity. Almost a citrusy kind of fruity. Very, very low floral flavors. Nothing grassy. Nothing bitter. Just fresh, fruity, not too dissimilar. I want to have some more. It's definitely got heat and juice. It's nice. It's crunchy. Maybe a tiny, tiny bit of floral. It does have that Capsicum Chinense type flavor. That generic kind of undertone of a little bit of floral, a little bit of perfume, but the sweetness and the kind of fresh, tart citrus flavor really overpower that in this pepper. It's very nice. The heat is probably 10 times hotter than a jalapeno, roughly, total guess, and it's dissipating pretty quickly. Like, it's not a lingering heat. I took the first bite on the right half of my tongue, ate the second half on the left half of my tongue. Right half is pretty much cool, left half is peaked, and that was of course of like, what, a minute, maybe over a minute, so that's pretty nice. I really like the color on these yellow ones though. It's really like jewel bright yellow, like colored with a marker or something. Very cool. That's a good pepper. I will be growing it again next year in the hopes that maybe I'll get one that has some more of that green and lime green variegation, but there's some saliva going here. Like I said, it's a beautiful plant. I really like it. I'm glad I grew it. Next year, maybe I'll try and put it in a sunnier spot just to see if that impacts the variegation, but pretty cool. If you want to see me eat a whole bunch more peppers, I am on a roll this season, so check out this playlist here. If you want to see me try and eat as many peppers as I possibly can in one sitting, check out this video here. And always remember, plants help us grow.